We're live, Mr. Paul.
We are. Well, how about here we go? We finally got to go 20 late. Welcome to our House Sarah's training series number. Uh, you got to be kidding me. I don't know what's going on here, but I don't have you, John. So you're the one leading this call, so you better take it over.
I think we're having major difficulties here today. Paul, I could hear and see you just fine, but
Hear what?
I'll
But
just, I don't know if Paul is hearing me right now. Are you hearing me,
okay, there you
Paul?
go. Now we're back.
I don't
I'm
know
hearing you
what's
now.
going
Yeah,
on.
we're back again. As far as I can tell.
I think so.
Yeah, as far as I
Take
can
it
tell
over,
on this
Paul.
end, it looks like we're going. Okay. All right, well, let's try this again. Basically, yeah, sellhousearizona.com, wholesale training series number 10. Um, Good luck with this, guys. I don't know how this one's turning out. The Google and the internet and everything seems to be a little messed up this morning. We're going to go forward with it. We're 20 minutes late. Normally, these calls should be taking place at 8:30 a.m., so hopefully you'll be here. We'll knock these things out without any Google-issues difficulties, and we'll move on forward from there. So it's been, 10. We're on number 10 now, and I just want to kind of do a quick review of everything that we've covered so far for those people who have, maybe jumping in now, so just maybe the people that are catching this hangout and going, what are these guys all about, and that sort of thing. So John and I are a couple of wholesale real estate guys. We find great deals. We flip great deals out to people who do fix and flip work, who are buying for rental properties, buy and hold properties, things like that. And we've become very successful at doing this over the course of the past 3 years. Although it has taken a full 3 years to make that happen. So we are ahead of the curve, so to speak. We've gone through all the bumps and bruises that anyone who is interested in doing this business will without any doubt whatsoever go through. So wouldn't you say, John, that everybody's going to go through what we went through?
Absolutely. Everyone will go through the same pitfalls that me and Paul have gone through, and that's why we do these hangouts to kind of guide you through and get you through those tough points in this business, because there's a lot of mistakes that can be made, and the best thing to do is find mentors or people to team up with and work with that can help you guide you through those mistakes. Maybe you can avoid some of the costly mistakes that others have made by learning from others.
Yeah, exactly. And actually, part of what these hangouts are all about too is we're creating a training series for all of you who wish to avoid the 3 years of struggle and jump right into the heart of getting deals done as a wholesaler and learn about all the bumps and bruises without having to take them face on by joining our team, our Sell a House team, and whatever city you're in, and getting our assistance in helping you go right to finding the deals. Forget all the BS, fatty parts of the whole wholesaling program. It's all about finding a deal and getting money in your pocket right away so that you can feel the power of this, get excited about it, and not give up like 98% of the people do sometime within the first 3 months because it just isn't working. It costs too much money. This isn't what we expected. I don't know how to do this. I can't get started because there's too much to know. All the reasons why everybody fails is because they can't just go out there and get a deal and get it closed and make some money. And that's what our program is all about, getting you on a deal, getting it closed, and making you some money. So these hangouts here are an actuality, a pretty much A to Z, start to finish, sort of a training series on the one area that no one else really puts any focus on. And that's what you're going to get from us here is the training on these Google Hangouts is to train you upon the one area that everything else is always lacking upon. They'll give you the tools, they'll give you a system, they'll give you an outline, they'll give you a program, they'll give you all these things that, just do this, just do this, just do this. But what we're here for on these Hangouts is to get you into a position to be able to just do this and just do this. Because you know what, right now, and I'll tell you straight up right now, 3 years ago, I was not, and John will probably agree, nowhere near the right person. We got lucky, got a deal, figured we were the kings, and we were going to make this happen. Then we got slapped in the face, said, hey, if you want to make this happen, you better get out there and learn some things. And what I'm trying to say is 3 years ago when we started this, I was not the right person. There was no chance in heck that I would have been successful at this if I wasn't hard-headed, bullheaded, and just said I'm going to make this happen, and got out there and continued to just move forward no matter what came at me to get to this point, at which most people can't do. And I'm trusting. Trust me when I tell you right now, you're probably one of those most people that can't do it. And that's no offense to you. Don't take it the wrong way. But do you really consider yourself to be in the top 2% of the world? And that's what it takes. It's only the top 2% in the world who can jump into something like this and immediately hit the ground running. So you've got to get the learning and the training and the education in the proper area that everyone is lacking at, and that's what these Hangouts are really about. Agreed, Mr. J?
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree, Paul. You said it all right there. I just want to point out, you mentioned that you weren't the right person 3 years ago. Yes, but no, I don't typically agree with that. The right person meaning I was the same person as Paul 3 years ago. I wasn't an overnight success. I knew there was something to wholesaling, and I believed and had faith that I could make this wholesaling business successful. That made me the right person, though at the time, I got off to a slow start because there was a lot of areas where I wasn't the right person. So I just kind of want to take a little bit of what Paul said there about not being the right person and just expand on that, because obviously Paul and I were the right people, because here we are 3 years later making it happen with this business. Where we weren't the right persons is we approached this business not realizing the secret to the business that I believe we've revealed these, but if not, here you go. The secret to wholesaling success is it's nothing to do with real estate. It's all about sales and marketing. But hey, that's really the secret to any business, truly. That's where I wasn't the right person. I didn't really understand that it was sales and marketing, and that I was going to have to change a lot of the things about myself to be successful in this business. And that's sort of where it grew from. You got to have a strong mindset and a belief that you're going to be successful, and keep charging forward and persisting through all the failures, through all the mistakes, and actually look forward to those failures and mistakes as learning curves. But being the right person is, only 2% of the people out there are going to make it in anything that they try. And, that's a statistic that 98% of the people out there are basically mindlessly wandering through their day and will fail at what they attempt to accomplish. But that's because they're not the right people. So, having mentors and the proper education is what all these Hangouts are all about. You're getting to know us and where we came from, and we talk a lot about what these Hangouts are about, but that's because me and Paul like to repeat ourselves, because there's a lot of learning in repetition. And when you hear something over and over again from somebody who's out there doing it, somebody who's successful, and you hear that they're kind of repeating the same things, it's kind of a clue that those are the things you want to pay attention to. I think self-development is one of the most important parts of this business, as well as learning about real estate and learning about marketing and sales. Anything you want to expand on that, Paul, before you bring us to our next topic?
Yeah, exactly. Just out of curiosity, are you clicking it over to, are you framing me in, so am I on the screen right now? for
You
you?
are on the screen. It's working out pretty good. I am having some technical difficulties on my end today, so if everything's not perfect, I do apologize. But when you're talking, Paul, it's over to you, and it's perfect.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, okay, going back to what John was saying there about, again, me not, when I said it, I wasn't the right person. What I mean by that is, obviously, I don't know if you guys are fully familiar with my story, but I'm from Lake Tahoe, California, and I'm here in Phoenix right now flipping houses. My wife is still in Lake Tahoe, California, at our house where we live, but I'm here at my little condo here, and you know, flipping houses here in Phoenix. So, but the thing is, when I say I wasn't the right person when I got into this 3 years ago, is because my mindset 3 years ago was the fact that I was going to come down here and I was going to be a millionaire in the first year by flipping houses. And that's what I say I wasn't the right person, because there was no way in heck that I had the right mental capacity to become a millionaire in 12 months. Obviously, because here we are 3 years later, and I'm still not a millionaire, but I'm getting closer. Okay, so but that's, I mean, honestly, I had a lot of learning and growing to do to get to the position where I could actually start to earn the kind of money that's going to take me to becoming a millionaire here this year. This is the year that it's going to happen. Is that right, John?
Absolutely. Um, Going into 2015, I'm seeing a lot of great things from here on out for the rest of the year. Some of the stuff that you're going to learn from us that we stumbled upon through, basically almost 2.5 years of spending money on marketing campaigns that didn't work, spending time and efforts in areas that we found didn't work, only to discover what's working. And I just want to say, in the last week, we've done 3 deals. We'll be closing on one, ideally, by the end of the day today. We picked something up in California, and we are closing another one that I tied up under contract last Sunday and got into escrow the following Monday. Actually, it took till Wednesday, but there was some hurdles to jump. But, 3 deals in a week, that's amazing. And that's kind of what we can help you to accomplish if you we'll guide you in the direction to avoid the mistakes we made, because, geez, I mean, Paul, what would you say? I mean, when we've closed our first deal, we had another one right there, back to back. We thought we had it made. We thought we were on the road to millionaire wholesalers overnight, and we hit a giant wall, and it took us about 2.5 years to leap that wall, and now it's, there's a quote that says it takes 5 to 10 years to become an overnight success, and we weren't the right people back then. We thought we'd be an overnight success. We thought we were going to be millionaires after the first deal came through, hit that wall, made I don't want to necessarily say a lot of mistakes, but that's what they were, but they were learning experiences. We had a lot of learning experiences along the way. And, I'd agree with Paul that we're well on our way now. In just the last couple months here, what we stumbled into, not by luck, but by perseverance, determination, belief, and going out there and actually spending the money and the time to learn and acquire the knowledge to do this. I mean, that's what we love to share with you. And I think, I agree with Paul. We're going to be millionaires this year. There's no doubt in my mind.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear. So, yeah, I still got you up on the screen. Did you switch over?
I'm seeing you now on my screen.
Oh, okay, that's weird. Okay. Anyway, I guess from this end, I don't know. This is my first time on this end. Usually, I'm the one that is the controller of these calls, but we were having some issues this morning, so we flipped the script, put John on his computer in control. So he's got the controls today. So I don't know what's going on here. So it
I
feels
don't
kind of
know either, Paul. I want you in control next time. I don't know either. So
it feels kind of weird being on this side. Actually, it's funny because like I said, I mean, the screen's not doing the things that I'm kind of normally used to seeing it do and all that sort of stuff. So I don't know what's going on. So anyway, I'm just going to wing it. So right. Another thing that I wanted to throw in with people that want to get started doing wholesaling is that First of all, I want to say that don't let any outside factors affect you. I don't care what the market's doing. I don't care, if prices are going up or prices are going down, if interest rates are going up, if interest rates are going down. If people are losing their jobs, if people are getting jobs, it makes none of that makes any difference whatsoever. The real estate market itself, what everybody out there is telling you, oh, the market's great, now's the time to get in. You know what? Oh, the market's horrible. Nobody's buying anything right now. You know what? None of that makes a flying poo because quite honestly, what we do in wholesaling is perfect for every market. It's always available. It's always going to be there, and it's just a matter of knowing where and how to find the deals, and they're always going to be there. I mean, that's just the bottom line. When you know where and how to find the right deals, when you know where and how to go out there and what type of marketing to put out in what type of market you have. Now, is the market going to affect how we run our business? What kind of information we're putting out there? Who we're dealing with, as far as buying and selling and all that goes? Absolutely. There's effects that it has upon the business, but it's never going to stop it. It's always going to be here because people are always going to be in trouble. And when people are in trouble, then they need to wholesale real estate. And so that's the bottom line. And I'll tell you what, the way the world's going today, there's going to be, you guys might be buying into the whole, recovery thing and all of that, but I'm telling you right now, it's all fake, it's all false. We're headed for more trouble, and it might be worse than the last time. My bet is that it will be worse than the last time, and there's going to be even more people in trouble. So what do you think wholesalers are going to be doing? Is now a good time to get in? Absolutely. Is it going to be an even greater time to be in a few years down the road? Most definitely, absolutely. So if you were thinking that for some reason the market or whatever, anything having to do with the real estate or the world or the economy or whatever is a reason not to get into wholesale real estate, you're wrong. Get into it now. Be positioned for when the time comes that you can flip yourself into a millionaire overnight, pretty much within 12 months, maybe even sooner. The way that, I mean, in 2008 and 9, there was a multitude of millionaires that were created in just a year or two. So it happens. In a down market, people become millionaires just like that. So that's one thing I wanted to say. And the second thing I wanted to say is the fact that when you do get into this, I don't care how many systems or programs or whatever you've bought, purchased, or looked at, do not get the idea in your head that you're going to be able to sit there on your couch eating Cheetos in your underwear with a yellow keypad and buying and flipping properties without having to talk to people. Okay? It doesn't work that way. This real estate always has been, it always will be a business about relationships. And the only way you can build relationships is by opening your mouth and having words come out and going into somebody else's ear. It's called talking. Okay? You're going to have to do it. Whether you're doing it face-to-face, whether you're doing it Skyping like this, or Hangouts or whatever, it's part of what you're going to have to do, and that's the biggest part of the problem that people have. That's what kicks most people out of wholesale real estate, is they think they're going to be sitting around doing this all remotely without having to deal with people, and it just ain't true. Okay? So I don't care what the program, what the system is, whatever it is that you're looking at, that's not going to happen. Be ready to get out there and talk to people, and if that's something you can't do right now or feel like you're not good at, that's what we're doing right here. This trainings are all about getting you in the right mindset to get you to become the person who says, you know what, I don't care. I can't talk to people today, but in a month from now, I'm going to be able to talk to people, because that's what it's all about. You got to have the mindset. So that's why we're here. That's why we're doing these. And like I said, joining the Sell a House system, our program, we're going to get you right in on closing a deal with the fewest amount of words possible having to come out of your mouth. Let's put it that way, okay? So, I mean, we're going to make it as easy and as simple as we possibly can, getting over the most difficult, fearful part of the whole thing. If you can just get, literally, I mean, if you could probably get 20 words out of your mouth we could probably get you, we could probably get you on cashing a check on a deal. So that's what we're here for. And just, I don't know, with this rest of this, so we got what,
About 2 minutes.
we got about, yeah, well, 2 to 5. We've been running these about 25 minutes, John. So I mean, we can go 25. I think that's
All right.
actually works pretty well. So if you want to take any, that's the action. Today's call basically was just to get some people caught up. If anybody's joining in on these calls, happens to see where we are, who we are, what we're talking about, give you guys an idea of what this is all about, why we're here, what we're doing, who we are, et cetera, and so on. So if anybody's interested, wants to get going. Oh, and by the way, that's what I should have put up. If you're interested in joining Sell a House, you want to go send us an email to propertynoodlers@gmail.com. Yeah, you'll get some insight on what that's all about here eventually. But that's our term, man. We're the property noodlers, okay? So send us an email to propertynoodlers@gmail.com if you want to get started in wholesale real estate and be a success. I'm pretty much done with what I got to say, John. You want to finish this one out?
Yes, I do want to finish this one out. Thank you. Yeah, reach us, send us an email on propertynoodlers.com, at gmail.com rather, propertynoodlers@gmail.com. Reach out to us. You know, we're looking for people to join our team to get a lot of this knowledge at no cost to you. We're just going to get you right into closing deals with amazingly qualified leads and teach you how to go direct to them. Not what other people are going to be telling you to do in a lot of the other courses. But there's some stuff that you'll have to join our team to learn. But I just want to say today was just more or less a conversation between Paul and I, letting you know what these hangouts are all about, letting you know a little bit more about us and our feelings about the market and the kind of you that you'll need to become in order to be successful in this, quite frankly, in anything in your life. And I want to expand on what Paul said there about the time to get into wholesale real estate. Right now is the time to get into wholesale real estate. Right now is the time to do anything. And I agree with Paul, the reason being that now is such a phenomenal time to get in is because I think this market has reached its high point again. I don't really see things taking off. Well, I'm talking about the Phoenix market, which does happen to be leading the nation right now. So I'm talking about our market here in Phoenix, but you've got the same, what's the word, the same phenomenon, I guess you could say, the same cycle is going on a national level and other markets as well. Other markets just might be in a different stage than we are here in Phoenix. But I kind of think we've seen the top. I think we're plateauing and we're petering out, and I think that we have not seen the bottom of the bottoms yet. In fact, I am preparing for it. I think now is the time to get into wholesaling so that you understand what this business is all about. You understand the sales and the marketing aspect. You understand and you're comfortable, or maybe you're not comfortable, but you're doing it because you know a successful person does what they have to do whether they feel like it or not, that you're out there using this and talking to people and using these and listening to people, because when the market does tank again, there actually in a down market is even more opportunities when that change happens to make millions overnight, as Paul said. And that's where you want to position yourself now, why this market is still going up in some areas, still appreciating in some areas of the market, but is starting to plateau. And I think another bottom, in my opinion, Paul agrees, is imminent. I don't know if it's 6 months, 1 year, 2, maybe 3, 5 years from now. You just don't know. But you want to understand this business now, because when that time comes, you want to be an affluent wholesaler in real estate, because when this market does take another turn, you'll know when it's coming, because if you do the things that we're kind of telling you to do here, like we talked about in past trainings, you're going to be very well prepared and very knowledgeable about things. And you'll be able to take full advantage of those swings. And that's what we want to teach everybody that's going to be joining our team at propertynoodlers@gmail.com is everything they're going to need to know to become successful in this business. And now is the time more than ever to get started on this. And that's my final thought for the day. 8:30 every not every morning, on every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we'll be hosting these hangouts. On Wednesday, we're going to be getting back into more of the meat and potatoes. We've taken kind of a break from that the last couple sessions just to talk about the market and different aspects of ourselves. So we want you to get the opportunity to know us a little bit, how we think, and who we are as people. So if we resonate with you and wholesale real estate, something you want to do, just go to that propertynoodlers@gmail, send us an email, and go out there and make it a great week. Be back here Wednesday at 8:30 sharp. Me and Paul will have all the bugs worked out by then so that we can bring you these amazing...
Fingers crossed on that one.
Yeah, cross our fingers. All right, well,
yeah,
Paul, any final thought before I hit the stop broadcast?
I just want to leave everybody out there, and you actually, with this thought. Can you imagine if you and I, entered into the 2008 marketplace knowing what we know now?
Wow.
And having the connection, knowing what we know now and having the connections that we have now, if we entered into the 2008 marketplace, that dream that we had of becoming the millionaire in a year would have been true.
Absolutely. And I think that opportunity is right around the corner again. And you know what? If the market doesn't drop and it continues to do what it's doing right now and just kind of stagnate with very slow appreciation, we're going to be millionaires too, because there's opportunity everywhere, every day, in any market. You just got to know how to spot it.
Yep. All right. I'm out, guys.
I'm out.